Now we're going to be looking at the if function. So the if function, it presents a condition and then a decision that needs to be made if that condition is met. So in real life, you hear a person says, if you do this, then this must happen, otherwise. So there's always two outcomes to an if statement. If the condition is true, then you do this. But if it is not true, then we expect a different thing. So you'll hear a daddy say to the daughter, if you go out, do not come back here. So it's a condition. If you go out, don't come back. But if you do not go out, that condition of do not come back does not apply. So in our case, we are going to use the if function to extract the gender based on the title column. So you can see that the females have got a number of variations of their title. So it's easier to eliminate the men because they only have a Mr. So you can say, for example, if the person is a Mr., then they are a male. Otherwise, they are a female. But if you start by saying if they are a Miss, M-I-S-S, then they are a female, you must also test and say, and also if they are a Mrs., and also if they are an MS. So it becomes a very long test when you are testing many different conditions for one gender, which is the female. So it's easy to just test for the male and say anything which is MR is a male, and then everything else is a female. So that is the statement we are going to write. So in English, I'm going to write how it would be in ordinary English. So I'll expand this here. So first we write it in English, then we put the formula for it. Okay. So in English we would say if the title is Mr., then the person is male, otherwise they are female. Right. So you can see that this is a long sentence. Right. It's a long sentence. If is a Mr., it's a male. So let me move this one by just cutting it and putting it here so that I can start putting the formula on the top, and we can compare the formula we are putting to this statement. So we say equal to if. So you see that if you type in a function that exists, it already starts giving you ideas at the bottom here of the structure of that function. So it says if logical test, then value if true and value if false. So in the brackets, there are parameters we are putting there. The test, whether the title is a Mr., that is the logical test. We are testing the title. If it is true that it is a Mr., then we put the value of the gender if the title is Mr. Then we put the value of the gender if the title is not Mr. So it's if logical test, comma, the value if it is true, then the value if it is false. So we say equal to if in open bracket, then our title is in A2. So I simply click on A2. I could have typed it as well. So if A2 is equal to, but now I want to compare A2 to a string called Mr. So I must type it in quotation marks. If A2 is equal to Mr., that makes this the condition, the logical test. In other words, we are testing the title comma, then the value of gender if this is true. So if it is a Mr., then the value of gender becomes male. Then comma, if it is not true that is a Mr., then the value of gender becomes female. Then we close the bracket and our function is complete. So it's equal to, if, then the test A2, which is the title, if it is equal to Mr., then gender must be a male, otherwise it must be a female. Then we press enter. So you can see that it now puts male there. So we don't have to type it again for the others. We simply copy down. And you can see that all the others, because they are not Mr., it now disregards the spelling of the Miss, Mrs. or Ms. All it's checking is whether the person is a Mr. That is the test only. It doesn't care about the formation of the female title. So we'll take that again, equal to, if, then open the bracket. So I know my title is in A2, so I just type in A2 is equal to, if the title is male, so I close my quotation to make it a string, then comma, what must the gender be if title is male? No, sorry, this is supposed to be title Mr. The gender must be male, otherwise the gender must be female. So this is your normal day-to-day test. If this is equal to that, then this is true, otherwise the other condition is true, and we just press enter. Right. So that is our if statement. So the if statement is very useful. We are going to use it later on, say after we have got our age here, right? After we've got our age, we can put another column that says close to retirement. So in other words, we want to check the people that are close to retirement, and we simply put a yes or a no. So we can say if retirement age is, say, 65, then we put a condition to say if a person is now from 60 upwards, then they are close to retirement. So the condition would be equal to, if age is greater than 60, then close to retirement is equal to yes, otherwise it is equal to no. So we are going to leave that for now until we have done our calculation of the age in the next video, where we are going to be dealing with the date functions. So I need you to complete this worksheet up to this stage. So make sure that every time we complete a video, you work and you also update your worksheet so that your work and mine are at exactly the same stage. Alright, so goodbye and see you in the next video.